There are whispers that some men don't just think, they tune in. Nikola Tesla was one of them, a man out of time who saw the world not in what was visible, but in what was vibrating. Hidden beneath his brilliant inventions and electric revolutions was a silent practice, not published, not recorded, but passed in fragments through his patterns, his rituals, his obsessions. Tesla didn't simply believe in numbers, he lived through them. Room 3327 wasn't chosen by accident. 3 walks around a building wasn't a habit. The number 18 wasn't just convenient, it was sacred. These weren't quirks, they were frequencies, codes. He was aligning himself with something few dared to explore, the hidden rhythm behind reality. He spoke often of energy, frequency, and vibration, not as metaphors, but as keys. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, he said, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It wasn't poetic. It was literal. Tesla had discovered a blueprint, a pattern embedded in the very nature of time, matter, and consciousness. And within that pattern, 3 numbers repeated like a heartbeat: 3, 6, and 9. To the world, he was an inventor. But to those who listened closely, Tesla was trying to tell us something more, that the universe responds not to force, but to resonance. He believed that by tuning ourselves to specific energetic patterns, reality would shift, not metaphorically, but tangibly. And that the true power of creation wasn't outside us. It was inside, waiting to be activated. Before science could catch up, Tesla already knew. The code wasn't in equations. It was in repetition, intention, precision, and belief. It was something that could be whispered into the fabric of reality, and it would answer back. That was his secret. Long before instruments could measure frequencies, ancient traditions already understood. Everything speaks in vibration. The sound of a chant, the pulse of a heartbeat, the tremor of thought before it becomes speech. It's all part of a silent, invisible language, a cosmic rhythm alive beneath what we call reality. Tesla wasn't the first to speak of it, but he gave it structure. He wrapped the mysticism in numbers. To him, vibration wasn't just energy, it was communication. A way to connect with the architecture behind existence. Every thought, every word, every emotion, we send them out like signals, and the universe doesn't respond to what we say. It responds to what we vibrate. Think of your body. At rest, it hums. Every cell emits a subtle frequency. Your emotions shift that frequency like turning the dial on a radio. Anger, fear, doubt, they lower it. Joy, gratitude, purpose, they raise it. Tesla believed that when you deliberately tune that inner frequency, you begin to resonate with the source itself. This is where science meets spirit. The atom, 99.999% empty space, is not empty at all. It's vibrating potential, fields of probability waiting to be observed, felt, directed. And in that space, the sacred space of vibration, reality listens. So when Tesla spoke of energy and frequency, he wasn't being abstract. He was offering the instructions, a precise spiritual blueprint to harmonize with the field where all things are born, not through force, but through alignment. There's something ancient in the numbers 3, 6, and 9, something beyond arithmetic. To Tesla, these weren't digits. They were doorways, frequencies of creation embedded in the design of the cosmos itself. Repeating endlessly in nature, sound, light, and time, they held the structure of everything, and the key to bend that structure. Start with 3, the number of the Trinity, of creation's spark. Mind, body, spirit, past, present, future. Thought, word, action. It's the divine triangle, pointed, intentional, foundational. Then comes 6, the number of flow and harmony, movement, balance, expansion, and finally, 9, the number of completion, the higher octave, the closing of one loop and the opening of another, not an end but a return transformed. Look deeper and patterns emerge. A day, 24 hours. 2 plus 4 equals 6. An hour, 60 minutes. 6 plus 0 equals 6. A minute, 60 seconds. Again, 6. These are not coincidences. They are reminders. That time itself ticks in Tesla's Trinity. But it goes even further. In vortex mathematics, 3, 6, and 9 don't behave like other numbers. They form their own closed circuit, an energetic loop that doesn't dissipate. While other numbers dance and change, these remain. Stable, sacred, untouched. They vibrate in a dimension just outside the visible, pulling strings behind the veil. Tesla saw that. He walked in 3s, 8 in patterns of 18, chose hotel rooms divisible by 3. To him, these weren't superstitions. They were calibrations, alignments, rituals that synced his body and mind to the frequency of creation itself. To work with these numbers isn't just to count. It's to enter a current, to step into a stream that moves through everything, a portal you don't walk through but tune into. And once you're inside, the field listens. Tesla never called it a prayer. He didn't need to. For him, prayer wasn't a request. It was resonance, not a plea to something outside, but a frequency broadcasted from within. Quiet, precise, repetitive. Almost like a transmission into the fabric of the universe. This is where the 369 technique reveals its true nature. More than a manifestation tool, it is Tesla's silent ritual, his way of entering alignment with the creative source. And it begins with something deceptively simple: 3 affirmations. But these are not just sentences. They are energetic codes. Each one must be crystal clear, emotionally charged, and felt as if already real. I am grateful for earning $10,000 a month. I am in perfect health, radiant and strong. I am deeply loved and supported. Whatever you choose, let it vibrate truth, even if only your soul believes it right now. Once chosen, the pattern begins. 3 affirmations, spoken or felt 6 times a day, for 9 seconds each. That's the prayer. No temples, no candles, just focus, frequency, feeling. The practice can seem mechanical at first, but repetition opens a channel. 9 seconds becomes a pulse. The same way Tesla walked, washed, moved in divine numbers, so must you. This isn't superstition. It's science in disguise. Because each repetition activates the electromagnetic field around you. It aligns thought with feeling and feeling with vibration. And through that vibration, reality starts to respond, not immediately, but inevitably. The beauty of this prayer is its simplicity. The mind may forget. The ego may doubt. But the field never misses a signal. For 9 days, you repeat, and the vibration builds, quietly, invisibly. Until suddenly the outer world begins to echo the inner frequency you've been transmitting all along. This is the secret prayer, not spoken to the sky, but whispered to the source through frequency, intention, and alignment, just as Tesla did, just as you now can. Every time you speak an affirmation with intention, you don't just talk to yourself, you send a signal. A coded message wrapped in emotion and vibration that ripples through the quantum field. And that field, what some call the ether, the matrix, or the divine intelligence, responds not to words, but to frequency. Modern science is only beginning to grasp what mystics and visionaries like Tesla already knew. The universe is not solid. It is a sea of potential shaped by observation, emotion, and coherence. And when you repeat your coded prayer with precision, 3 affirmations, 6 times, 9 seconds, you are bending that sea. This is the moment when repetition becomes resonance. Each cycle strengthens the field. The thought, once foggy, becomes focused. The emotion, once faint, becomes embodied. The vibration, once scattered, begins to stabilize. And in that stabilization, something extraordinary happens. The blueprint starts to draw itself. It doesn't always appear how you expect. A conversation, a sudden insight, a coincidence that feels too perfect to be chance. That's the field echoing back. Reality adjusting to match the vibration you've been consistently feeding into it. Tesla saw this not as mysticism, but as mechanics. You tune your inner signal. You hold it. And eventually, the outer structure adapts. The same way a tuning fork causes another to vibrate at the same pitch. Your aligned frequency draws matching conditions from the quantum soup. This is not magic. It's alignment, not control, connection. And it only requires one thing: constancy. The field does not reward force, it rewards coherence. Hold the vibration long enough and the form will follow. That's the true technology Tesla practiced. Silent, subtle, sublime. In the end, it's not just about numbers, patterns, or even Tesla. It's about you. The field doesn't move because you command it. It moves because you become it. Because your thoughts match your feelings, and your feelings match your actions. When your frequency aligns, you don't chase reality. You attract it. The universe is not withholding. It's responding. Not to what you want, but to what you are. And this is why Tesla's silent prayer was never about asking. It was about embodying. Each time you speak your affirmation, you are not convincing the world. You are reminding yourself of what is already real in the unseen. This is the shift. From hoping to knowing, from waiting to transmitting. When you repeat the practice, not with desperation, but with presence, you become a living frequency, a sender, a receiver, a co-creator. The field listens, the pattern unfolds, and you begin to witness a strange and beautiful thing, reality bending toward your signal. You are not here to beg the universe. You are here to vibrate with it. Like Tesla, you are not a visitor in this world of frequency. You are a participant, a node, a pulse of intelligence. Your prayer doesn't need to be loud. It only needs to be clear, repeated, felt, trusted. And if something inside you feels activated now, it's because you've already begun. The signal has been sent. The blueprint is forming. And your only task from here is to stay in tune.